Gonna roll here. Rolling now. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our weekly live stream. My name is Alicia, and today we're going to talk about how to use should and shouldn't. I'm going to cover present tense and past tense. This will be a very good lesson for beginners, I think. We're going to wait a couple of minutes so that people can join us live, and then I'm going to begin. Today's lesson is divided into a few different groups. I'm going to talk about the different purposes of should and shouldn't, and I'm going to use a lot of example sentences to show the different ways we can use these words. So please feel free to send your examples in the chat. A couple of announcements while we wait. One, I know there are many people who are watching around the world these days. That's super cool. This week, our team put together a free set for everyone who's watching live this week. There's a banner here at the bottom if you're watching on Instagram. Sorry you can't see. There is for beginners. This is made for beginners. There's a totally free beginner level course at EnglishClass101.com. It includes, I think, a 52-page PDF ebook that you can use for your studies. So you can make the account will be free, and you can get the beginner level course there for free and the book as well. So for details for that, you can go make the account for free, get everything for free. Please check the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube, or above the video if you're watching on Facebook. So I hope that is helpful for people out there. Please feel free to check that out. That is announcement number one. Announcement number two, is, again, I've asked you many times the last few weeks about this, but if you have questions about vocabulary, about grammar, about culture, whatever, please feel free, please do, send me your questions to the Ask Alicia series at EnglishClass101.com/ask-Alicia. So this is our weekly Q&A series. I review your questions, I choose your questions, I answer them. We shoot a video here, we make a video here, I edit the video, and then you see it. So please send me your questions. That is out. This video is out every Saturday. So please keep an eye out for that and send me your questions. Okay, it looks like we are ready. I think everything is loaded on YouTube and on Facebook now. Cool. So hello everybody. Elton, Andrew, Elbin, Fan, Lalita, hi on YouTube. And on Facebook, Peaceful Tranquil, hello. Sel, Donnie, Mar, Thierry, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I think everything's ready. So as you join, please do like the video and share the video so that other people can find today's lesson. I hope that many people can join us, as always, this week. Okay, I'm going to share the lesson, and then I am going to begin. Let's see. It's okay. Good. Nice. All right. Cool. There are lots of people watching. Excellent. All right. Let's get started. So I'm going to start over here. I'm going to go from like very, very beginner friendly to a little more challenging, and then we'll stay at a little kind of intermediate level today. So let's begin with some very beginner friendly, some very beginner patterns that we can use with should. So first point, we use should and should not to express suggestions or to express advice. This is the pattern that we use when we want to express a suggestion, when we want to give someone advice. Subject plus should or shouldn't plus the infinitive form of a verb. A reminder, the infinitive form of a verb is like the dictionary form. It's the form when you open the dictionary, when you check the dictionary. That's the form of the verb that you see. This is the infinitive form. Another point. This part right here is not. Not. So should not reduces to shouldn't. Shouldn't. Should not becomes shouldn't. So that's what this is. I'm going to use this in today's lesson a lot. So I probably won't say should not. I'll probably say shouldn't. Shouldn't. So let's look at some examples. While I read these examples, please send me your examples in the chat. I will check them. I will check as many as I can live. So let's take a look. So First one, you should exercise every day. You should exercise every day. My subject is you. Here's should. Here's my infinitive verb, exercise, exercise. You should exercise every day. Of course, this sentence is also correct. You should exercise. That's very general advice. You should exercise every day gives a little more information. Okay, Andrew said, I should eat more fruit. Okay, good. So like giving advice to yourself or a suggestion to yourself. That's totally fine. Good job. Okay, next example then. He shouldn't eat junk food. He shouldn't eat junk food. My subject is he. Here I have the negative. So this is something we recommend not to do. So he shouldn't eat. Again, infinitive verb, so no change to the verb. Hey there, JP Tag. Thanks very much for supporting our channel. Awesome. Okay, and then junk food. If you don't know junk food is unhealthy food. Like in the US, that means like potato chips, cookies, I don't know, crackers, lots of my favorite foods, those kinds of things, okay? So he shouldn't eat junk food. Please note with this grammar point, we don't need to change the verb, this verb. So like he shouldn't eats is incorrect. No change to this verb here. Just leave it as it is. Some examples are coming in. Fantastic. Sick Eraser says you should wash your hands every hour. Nice example for right now. Christopher says I should learn English from Alicia. Woohoo, I hope so. Sinise says I should stay at home these days. Yes, indeed. Excellent. Very timely examples, everybody. Let's see. Jacob says we shouldn't give up. Nice. Everybody has nice supportive example sentences. On Facebook, Heng says you should study online in this difficult situation. Nice idea. Yes, I hope so. I hope so. Good. Okay, let's go to one more example for suggestions or advice, and then we'll continue on. Okay. We should think about our vacation plans for next year. We should think about our vacation plans for next year. So again, here's my subject, here's should, and my infinitive verb is think. I included this one because of this pattern, this think about. You might hear this pattern in planning situations. We should think about something for the future. This is kind of a handy, it's a useful pattern. We should think about, or you should think about. It's like saying, please consider this for the future, but you're giving a recommendation. So this is the first use of should I want to talk about today. Let's continue now to using should to make predictions for the future. So when we do this, the grammar we use is the same as this one. So there's no change to the grammar here. So how do we know it's a prediction? We know based on the context, based on the conversation, on the situation, we understand, is it advice or is this person making a guess? So again, a prediction is a guess. We're making a guess about the future. When you use should to make a prediction, it's saying like, you think there's a very good chance in the future of this thing. So some examples. Our team has had a great year. Our team has had a great year. We should win the finals. We should win the finals. So this is like a sports example, yeah? So if I'm like a basketball team or like a football team or something, and my team, this part, our team has had a great year. That means up until now, this year, our team's performance was very good. But we say our team has had a great year. Then we should win the finals. So this we should is not a recommendation. This should is a prediction. So the speaker is making a guess. I think there's a good chance we are going to win the finals. That's what this is. Okay, another example. The app we made should be a huge success. The app we made should be a huge success. So if you are like an app developing company, or if you make software, if you make anything, basically, if you create anything, and you think there's a good chance it will be successful, you can express it with should. So the thing I made, or the app we made in my example, should be. So here, my subject is this, the app, or the app we made. And then should, and my verb here is be. The app we made should be a huge success. Huge means very, very big. Okay, final one. Some examples are coming in, then I'll read your examples. I see there are a lot. My parents should arrive in a few minutes. My parents should arrive in a few minutes. Subject is my parents, should, and arrive is my verb. So again, this is not a suggestion. This is a prediction. So I expect my parents are going to arrive. I think there's a very high chance of that. I express it with should. My parents should arrive in a few minutes. So the grammar is the same. It just depends on what you want to communicate. Okay. I'm going to check your examples. I just missed you on Facebook. Someone had a really nice one. Yeah, someone said if I study hard, I should pass the exam. There you are, Naing. Hi. If I study hard, I should pass the exam. Nice example. Others, yes, lots of people are sending suggestions. I'm looking for your predictions. Let's see, Wandemu, the sky is cloudy. It should rain later. Yeah, that's pretty good. Nice. That's a very nice one, Guillermo. Alicia should be the most popular teacher in the world. I don't know. Everybody has their own preferences. Alicia, you guys are sending me your your recommendations. I'm looking for your predictions. Our team has been in good form. We should qualify for the next round. Nice example on Facebook over there. Great one. I missed your name. I'm sorry. Someone says you're really overweight. You shouldn't eat a lot. Okay, so again, that's a suggestion or advice pattern. Okay, great. Nice examples, everyone. So please do consider you can use this grammar to make predictions. All right, well, let's move on to a break. Oh, yeah, part one's done. Wow. Okay, let's move on to a break. If you missed it this week, our team put together a free course. I know many of you are at home studying with us. Thank you very much for studying with us. That is super cool. If you are interested, this banner, if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, sorry, you can't see it on Instagram, there is a free beginner level course on our website. And the course has a 52-page ebook with it. You can download to practice. So if you want to get that so that you can study for free, please check the link below the video on YouTube or above the video on Facebook to get that. You need an account, yes. So you can make the account for free, and then you can access the beginner level course there. So please check that out. I hope that is helpful for you. Yeah, that's maybe that's kind of a nice thing to do. a nice study option for this time. Okay, so if you are just joining us today, I'm talking about how to use should have and shouldn't have. So we're covering how to use this modal verb. I talked about using it for suggestions and advice and to make predictions. In part 2 now, we're going to level up a little bit. We're going to talk about how to use it to describe likely present situations and expected and desired actions that are not happening. So let's get into part 2. If you have not already, please make sure to like and share the video so that other people can find today's lesson. I don't see questions or examples. Lots of you are sending your suggestions and advice. Very nice. People should follow the rules. Good examples. Okay, let's continue on to part 2 then, because there's a lot to explain. Part 2, let's begin here. This use of should uses be. This is a key point for this grammar and for the next grammar point as well. So I put these together in a group. First, very likely present situations. Very likely present situations. So that means something that we think has a good chance, a very good chance of being true now. So we make this with, again, same as we did before, subject, plus should or shouldn't. Again, we can make it negative. Shouldn't is should not. And then be. And the ending of this sentence will change a bit. You will sometimes see it with an adjective. You'll sometimes see it with an expression like here or at home, something like that. So let's look at some examples, some common examples of how we use this. It's Monday. The office should be open. It's Monday. The office should be open. What's happening here? This is the sentence I want to focus on. This gives us some background information. It's Monday. It's Monday. So that means it's a regular working day. It's Monday. The office should be open. So open here means the office is available, like people are working in the office. This be shows us with should that there's a very high chance. So it's a very likely present condition. It's Monday, the office should be open. So we express this with should be plus this condition word. It should be open today. Another example. This should be the place. The address is correct. This should be the place. The address is correct. I included this example sentence right here because this is a very common expression we use when we're looking for a place for the first time. So if you have like your phone, for example, and you're checking the GPS on your phone or something, you're looking for a new location, like a restaurant or a new building. You've never been there before. You arrive, you check your map, and this is usually what we say when we think we're correct. When we think, this should be the place. So that means this is this place I'm in right now. This should be the place. So that means the place I'm going to or the place I want to go. So this is a very common expression we use when we're looking for some place we've never been to before, but we think we've arrived. So we have a high level of confidence in ourselves. Okie dokie. Okay, send me your examples too of this grammar. I will try to check it. This one is a little more challenging, so give it a try. Okay, one more. It's 11 a.m. It's 11 a.m. Everyone should be at the office. So again, this one is very similar to the first one. Everyone, my subject, should be at the office. At the office. So remember, I said like we use like position words like at home or like a condition word. We often end this kind of sentence with an expression like that. Someone said, Angel says, is ought to the same as should? In terms of meaning, yes. In terms of meaning, yes. So like it's Monday, the office ought to be open. Or as we talked about over here, you ought to exercise every day. Yes. But in terms of formality, we do not use ought to very often in everyday speech. It sounds a little bit old-fashioned or maybe too polite. You sometimes hear it, yes. So in terms of meaning, they're the same in these cases. But we use should more in everyday conversation. Alrighty. I'm looking for your examples now. It's 2020. Our government should be honest. So that's another suggestion or advice pattern, yeah? So remember, this one, we're talking about a very likely present situation. Someone, Farid says, it's Wednesday. Alicia should be online. Perfect. That's exactly. So a very high chance I am online now. So that's something that is true now, like in this moment in time. Good. Kanwaljit says, be patient. There should be a way to fix this server error. There should be a way. Okay, nice one. Yeah. Okay. He should be, Van Dye on Facebook says, he's the police. He should be protecting the people. Very nice example for the next point. So let's continue to the next point then. Some of you are already sending examples for this one. This one is a very common one. What is this one? So we use should in this pattern to express an expected or a desired action that is not happening. So the example I just read on Facebook, he's the police, he should be protecting people. That's an example of this one. So how do we make this? Again, same pattern, subject plus should or shouldn't. With this, again, we use be, and at the end, we use a verb in the ing form. So this, let's look at some examples of this. First, it's 3 a.m. So 3 a.m. means 3 in the morning. You should be sleeping. You should be sleeping. Subject you, should be verb in the ing form. You should be sleeping. So that means the listener is not sleeping. So this is something like parents say to kids. So like the kid is up reading late at night, and that was me when I was little. The kid is up reading late at night, and the parent finds the kid, like, oh, it's 3 a.m. You should be sleeping. So this means the kid is not sleeping. The parent has this desired action, this desired state. They express it with this. You should be sleeping. You can use this. Another example. They shouldn't be talking. This is a library. So this situation, the speaker is in a library. Maybe a group of people is talking very loudly with loud voices. So they, in the negative, shouldn't be talking. They shouldn't be talking. So this shouldn't shows us the group of people, they are talking now. The speaker's expectation or desire is for the group of people not to talk. They shouldn't be talking. This is a library. Hi, Rolando. One of our members joined. Welcome. So we use this pattern to express that expectation, but that's not happening now. So what's another good example? Here's another good one. Let me change my marker color so it's easier to see. When you're studying, I'll give you a pattern that you can use if you need to study and someone is bothering you. So you can say, sorry, my pen's dying. Sorry, I can't talk now. I should be studying. Sorry, I can't talk right now. I should be studying. I should be studying. This one. I should be studying. So this is something you can use. Yes, the subject is you. I should be studying. So you're saying, this is the action I need to do. This is my desired action now. And you apologize. Sorry, I can't talk to you right now. I need to focus, is what you're saying with this. Sorry, I should be studying. So this is a handy means useful, a handy expression you can use to talk about desired ongoing situations. Okay. Jesus says, that's the gym. They should be exercising. Yes, so that's okay. That sentence is okay if you see someone that's like not exercising in the gym. So the key here is that the situation, the desired situation, is not happening. That's what we use this pattern to express. We want something to happen, but it's not happening. So we kind of are showing the contrast there. Okay. Americo says they shouldn't be fighting. It's only a joke. Okay, good. That's a good example. Shahat on Facebook says, I'm a teacher. I should be listening more. Oh, I missed it. I should be listening more in English, I think is what it says. Nice example. Okay. Let's see. I have about 5 minutes left. All right. Let's continue to the last part. I've talked about this last one in live streams before, but I want to review today. It's a good point to review. The last one, I guess I'll just very quickly mention before I continue to this last point. If you missed it earlier, our team put together a free kind of set For everyone watching, you can get a free access to the free beginner level course materials from our website. I'm pointing to this banner at the bottom of the screen if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. So you can get that and a workbook to download, a PDF workbook to download. So this is for beginner level. You can get it for free. Just make an account with your email address on our website. So please check the link on YouTube below the video or Facebook above the video to get it. If you're watching on Instagram, again, sorry, I can't see your comments live, but you can get this too. Just check Facebook or YouTube, yeah? So I hope that that's helpful for people. Beginner level stuff. So maybe practice with these points. Okay, anyway, let's go to the last part. Okay, I don't see other questions. Let's go to the last part. How to express regret. This is a very common one with should have and shouldn't have. Yes, we also use would have and could have with this. If you want to know more about that, please search our English Class 101 YouTube channel for that lesson. I have taught a lesson about that. So I'm going to focus on should have and shouldn't have in this part right here. To express regret. What is regret? Regret is a sad or disappointed feeling about the past. So how do we do that? We express it. One way to do that is to express with should. So again, two patterns here. Our subject, then we use should or shouldn't, again, as with everything else in today's lesson. This one, however, we use have after should or shouldn't, and we finish with the past participle form of a verb. So the past participle form of a verb is something we have to study. So let's look at some examples of this and break down what's happening here. So, oh, that's cute. So, I shouldn't have spent so much money. I shouldn't have spent so much money. A very common regret for many people. So this one, what's happening here? I, and then shouldn't, so should not, have spent so much money. So like last month, I shouldn't have spent so much money. Why did I do that? So I spent too much money. That's the problem here. I'm expressing regret with this grammar pattern. I shouldn't have spent. Spent is the past participle form of the verb to spend. So this means I spent too much money. I'm using the negative here. This sentence means I did spend money, or rather, I spent too much money and now I am upset. That's what's going on when you see this negative form. I should not have done that thing. Let's compare this to the positive form. You should have called me. So for example, like my friend was struggling. My friend needed help. You needed help? You should have called me. In this sentence, I'm using the positive. So should have, and then past participle verb form, called me. That means you did not call me. But I think you should have. It would have been better. So please note, when you use the positive form of this, it means the action did not happen in the past. When you use the negative form of it, it means the action did happen in the past. So please keep this in mind, this key difference here. Let's look at one more example. He shouldn't have yelled in the meeting. He shouldn't have yelled in the meeting. So again, we're using this negative form. Have past participle verb yelled. He shouldn't have yelled in the meeting. It was so unprofessional. So that means he did yell in the meeting. So yes, although it's negative, that means that action happened in the past and we wish it had not. Very exciting grammar. So some examples from all of you. Junior says, I shouldn't have spent so much time in parties. Good. And so, good point. You've written too much in the YouTube comment. Please use this, so much noun. So I shouldn't have spent so much time, or I shouldn't have spent so much money. Please use so much. You're emphasizing how much of something that you did. Michelle says, I shouldn't have eaten so much food. Yes, that's a very common regret for me as well. Okay, Fabiana says, I shouldn't have shouted. Great. Over on Facebook, Nyok says, I shouldn't have loved him so much. Oh, yes, a common relationship regret. Great one. Shahat says, I shouldn't have driven so fast. I got a fine. So many of you are using to. In these cases, I shouldn't have driven so adjective. I shouldn't have driven so fast. Or I shouldn't have slept so long. Please use so in this pattern. So. Guillerme, she should have eaten more salad. So I know that if your subject is he or she or it, we practice a lot changing the verb. In this pattern, he shouldn't have. There's no change to have in this one. Please keep your have there. He shouldn't have, she shouldn't have. Other examples, Walkis, I shouldn't have eaten so much ice cream. Good examples. Naing says, I shouldn't have hurt my friend's feelings. Good. Johnson says, they shouldn't have reacted the way they did. Excellent example. Raki says, I shouldn't have played video games all day. Great examples, everybody. Very nice. Wow. You are masters with this grammar point. Very nice. Saeed, on YouTube says, please tell us about the question form of the should have pattern. Great point. Can I have like 1 more minute? Okay, sorry. Okay. So I'll include a question form here. If you want to ask someone's feedback, like you made a mistake, you know that, but you don't know how to fix it, and you want to ask someone for their advice, you can use a pattern like, what should I have done? What should I have done? So to break this down, what's happening here? WH question. What, in this case, what? You could use who or where or whatever. Should I, or your subject, have past participle verb? What should I have done? Where should I have gone? Who should I have spoken to? So this is how you can ask for feedback about something that didn't go as planned in the past. I hope that this helps you. So again, to recap, WH question, should or shouldn't, subject, have, past participle verb. Okay, sorry, that was like 1.5 minutes. My bad. Okay, so I have to finish there because that's the schedule. So we'll end there for today. What is the topic for next week? I forgot. We'll be here next week. If I mentioned this on Instagram and on Twitter, there's a chance that this is the last live broadcast we're going to do from the studio for a while. We're not sure. If it is, please don't worry. I will continue to broadcast from home, and our team will broadcast. We'll all broadcast remotely. So please join us. Next week, what did I say? Next week I'm going to talk about how to explain what people said. So how do you report dialogue? He said, she said, he told me, and so on. So that will be next week's topic. Please join us. Same time, same channel. Maybe just slightly different look. So we'll finish there. How to report dialogue will be next week. If you don't know what time, please just follow on Facebook or on YouTube and set a notification so that you get reminded when we go live. So we'll finish there for today. And please make sure, if you are interested, check out the free beginner level course on the website at EnglishClass101.com and download the workbook so that you can practice. Again, that's free. Please check the link in YouTube or on Facebook. On Instagram, please check YouTube or Facebook. I hope that is helpful. Our team put that together, so I hope that it can help many of you. All right, please be safe, please be healthy, take care of yourselves and your families, and we will see you again soon. Thank you very much for liking and sharing our video and for sending your example questions again this week from our whole team. We all appreciate it very much. We will see you again very soon. Until next time.